Welcome to the Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins. Get ready for more fun with season passes because Watch Dogs 2 joins the ranks of games that are totally charging almost as much as another game for what some might call a whole lot of nothing. According to a new trailer from Ubisoft, the $40 Watch Dogs 2 Season Pass covers DLC that will be released as 3 separate packs, the first of which is called the T-Bone Content Bundle and features some outfits and a new vehicle. That releases on December 13th for PS4, 30 days later for everyone else whose money isn't worth as much apparently. The second DLC, Human Conditions, offers a few hours of story missions and new co-op difficulty settings. Human Conditions will be joined in spring 2017 by the third DLC, No Compromise, which offers one new story mission and, again, another co-op mode. All those DLC packs will be joined by the Psychedelic Pack and Root Access Bundle, offering more skins, more weapons, and the Zodiac Killer mission. So if you feel inclined, you can spend $40 for skins, new difficulty settings, and a few new hours of story that you won't get to play for 4 to 6 months. Very exciting. Considering the Division players are still waiting on their Season Pass content though, maybe be cautious. Do we finally know what Nintendo Switch's actual release date, plus a few new details about the system's internal storage and memory? That might be the case thanks to a couple of Nintendo insiders. Yesterday, Let's Play Video Games Laura Dale, who seems to be breaking just about every Switch story lately, tweeted out that March 17th is the official PAL release date for the console. According to Dale's Nintendo source, that won't be the exact worldwide release date for all regions, but it will be the same week. Since March 17th will be a Friday, that could mean the Japanese launch is either Saturday the 11th or Saturday the 18th, the same day as Monster Hunter Double Cross, as Nintendo likes releasing on Saturdays in Japan, and possibly Sunday the 12th or Sunday the 19th in the US. In addition to all that, another famed Nintendo insider, Emily Rogers, tweeted this week that Switch will have 4 gigabytes of RAM, twice the amount as the Wii U, and 32 gigabytes of internal storage. That sounds really tiny, but keep in mind it's also supposed to be kind of a portable console and will also feature micro SD cards for more storage. So all Nintendo really has left is the launch lineup and the price to tell us, but don't worry, those will probably be leaked soon too. 2K wasn't gonna let a silly thing like awful reviews stop Mafia 3 from turning into a smash hit. In fact, Mafia 3 moved 4.5 million copies in its first week, becoming the fastest selling title in 2K Games history. That means the 66 averaging game on Metacritic has now had a more successful launch than other 2K games like BioShock and Borderlands, so let that one sink in for a second. 2K's parent company, Take-Two, had its earnings call yesterday, where CEO Strauss Zelnick actually commented on some of those bad reviews, calling them an anomaly. Zelnick said, "The scores were lower than we would have liked, but there are a lot of stellar reviews. I think the most prominent reviewers really loved it." He went on to say, "So I think we and our competitors are seeing some anomalies in the review system, but we take them as they are and we don't argue with it. So it's not our fault because reviews are dumb and nobody likes them anyway, right?" Pretty soon they're gonna pull a Bethesda. Mafia 3 isn't the only Take-Two game breaking records though, because the company also released some new information about Grand Theft Auto 5. Seems like the game should be immune to surprise when it comes to crazy numbers at this point, but Take-Two revealed GTA 5 has now sold a stunning 70 million copies. Just for a little bit of context there, that nearly makes it one of the best-selling games of all time already. The only games that have sold more are Tetris, Minecraft, and Wii Sports, and a bunch of those games are arguable because of the sheer amount of platforms they existed on. In the case of Tetris and Minecraft, or Wii Sports came packaged with every Wii. But that's not even the full story, because GTA 5 has sold 10 million copies this year alone, which makes it almost the best-selling game of 2016, according to video game financial analyst Daniel Ahmad. And for even more context, that 70 million copies sold since the game's launch in September 2013 comes just shy of outselling every Wii U game in that same time period, as that number totals 72 million. So, wow, keep on keeping on, GTA 5, print you some more money. Everyone waiting for another glimpse of DC's next solo flick got their wish today with the release of a brand new trailer for Wonder Woman. The trailer featured new footage of sweet bow and arrow versus rifle action, more Wonder Woman kicking ass with her sweet lasso of truth, and even featured a little bit more about how Themyscira got pulled into the war to end all wars in the first place. Fortunately, this trailer does a little bit to distinguish itself more from Captain America: The First Avenger, which was one criticism of the first trailer. Gal Gadot actually promised the trailer's release yesterday on social media with one of those quick teaser teases. Who even knows what to call them anymore? Either way, it's nice to have an even better look at the movie than the trailer we got during Comic-Con, and it looks pretty cool, to be honest. Hopefully the movie turns out as good as what we've seen here when it releases on June 9th, 2017 and breaks the DC curse. 2017 is going to be a huge year for movies in general, but it looks like 2016 is going to be the year that's hard to top for Disney. The company's on its way to setting an industry record for most box office revenue in one year. That's a good record to have if you can get it. At the moment, Disney films have earned close to $6 billion in 2016 alone, thanks to huge releases like Civil War, Zootopia, and Finding Dory, all of which were really good. So, you go, Disney. However, Disney still has some heavy hitters left on its slate with Rogue One, Doctor Strange, which is, out now in some places, and I'm gonna go see it tonight, which is really exciting. Oh, and Moana, all coming out by the end of the year. So those should be enough to help them pass the previous record, which was set by Universal. In 2015, Universal brought in $6.89 billion in box office sales because of Jurassic World, and oddly enough, Furious 7. So if you thought Disney was already taking over your life with more franchises than you could shake a lightsaber at, then just think again. They're just getting started. Sayonara bullshots. Steam is taking some serious steps against false advertising. In a new developer update that was leaked to the Facepunch forums, Valve is now encouraging developers to remove any pre-rendered images from the screenshots section of their store pages. In the post, Valve writes, "We ask that any images you upload to the screenshot section of your store page should be screenshots that show your game. This means avoiding using concept art, pre-rendered cinematic stills, or images that contain awards, marketing copy, or written product descriptions. Please show customers what your game is actually like to play." Naturally, some are wondering how much of this is to do with some of the false advertising claims around No Man's Sky, as that investigation focused in particular on its Steam page. So, hey, maybe some good did come out of that game's release. Speaking of Steam fiascos, guess which game is going back to the Kickstarter well for more funding? That would be none other than the open-world sci-fi dinosaur shooting game Orion by Trek Industries, which has just been listed on Kickstarter for the 4th time. Orion made some headlines back in June when their entire game got DMCA'd off of Steam by Activision for allegedly stealing assets. The developer tried to drum up social media support against Activision, only it totally backfired when everyone uncovered that they did actually lift assets, and they'd done it a bunch of other times too. The game was later reinstated, and Trek Industries admitted that, yeah, they sort of copied the guns from Call of Duty, but it wasn't their fault, really. So, if all that wasn't enough to warn you off of Orion's 4th reincarnation on Kickstarter, you can help them reach their goal of $40,000 so they can do it all over again. What do you guys think of today's news? Let us know in the comments, and for more news from every corner of the internet, like this video and subscribe to The Know. I almost got really upset with Bernie because he has to go do a speech tonight. And I'm like, no, it's Doctor Strange night, we have our tickets. But here's the thing, the movie starts at 7, his thing is at 9. So he might just have to miss the credits scene, and I'm gonna stay there at the theater like this, being satisfied with myself.